Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your boy Theo Butler. It's your man Theo Butler. Yeah, it's what a week it was Wednesday. We in here. We are in here. We are in. Oh man, we in here. We're in here. I know. Y'all probably thought I wasn't coming. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If 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 I ain't said I ain't coming, anyway, even if I ain't said I'm coming, I'm coming. That but yeah, we in here. What a week it was Wednesday. I believe we got a great show lined up for tonight. We don't have that many topics, but you know, quality over quantity, right? Some entities struggle with that, but I think we managed to do a great job. So yeah, we got a great show tonight. We ain't got that much. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. I see Grand Madam Tarot is in the building. Yes, lovely Grand Madam Tarot is in the building. How we doing, Grand Madam? Grand Madam is in here. Say show on stage. We trying to make this stuff, but listen, this stuff here be doing all kind of stuff. How we doing that, Grand Madam? How we doing? Yeah, we in here. We in here. We got a great show. How many folks we got up in here trying to see what we got going on and everything like that? I don't know if this screen is gonna make it do what it's gonna do. Let's see. I don't know. I see we got one person in here. So, Grand Madam, how are you doing today? Let me do that and everything like that. I know it's partly my fault. It's partly my fault. I get it. I understand. Folks wasn't necessarily sure a brother was coming. But I see we got three, though. I see we got three. I see we got three. Say share this referral link. Hold on, let me see what we got going on. There we go. The referral link. Can we get this referral link to go somewhere? Go on about your business. I'm trying to get this referral link to go on about somewhere, but it ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing that. So we gonna make it do what it gonna do. I ain't gonna be distracted though. We here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. I see my brother Kamoyo King is up in the building. Yes, we in here. We got three. We got three. That's enough for me. We gonna make it do what it's gonna do. We gonna make it do what it do. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go over tonight's topics. Like I said, we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. And I believe in quality. Yes, I believe in quality. So what's the first thing? Ultimate clapback. Did Brian Hill read the CBR article from Sunday? I found it ironic the stuff that the dude talked about on Sunday. And then we get this book on Wednesday. And we know the turnaround time frame ain't nowhere near that short, right? But it's almost like Brian was like, that's how you feel. That's how you hold my coffee. Hold my coffee. We gonna talk about it. Sexual assault. What is Shannon Sharp being sued for? I think we need to dive into that. I took a dive into that when we talked about Jonathan Majors and everything like that. I think that gives some insight into what someone could legally be charged with, because when stuff like this pops up, we get all in our feelings and everything like that. No, we're going to put the feelings off to the side. We're going to look at verbiage, what legal verbiage is, so we can go from there. What else we got going on? Comics Explained. I did a video late last night, so if you ain't check it out, I understand it. It was late night with Theo B in Wakanda. Comics Explained went to go see Sinners. Congratulations once again to Ryan Coogler and the praise he's receiving for the movie. But comments explain, Rob Core seems to think that because Ryan did this over here, no, we're gonna talk about it. No, and Rob, we're gonna talk about it. 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 Also, the MCU has their new Black Panther per the direct. You know this thing come in threes, right? It come in threes. It come in threes because you know what we got Sunday, today Tuesday. You know how I bet you somebody say something about a video game in the next couple of days. We're gonna talk about it. And remember, said CBR, yeah, they come in threes. What else we got going on here? MCU movies and action figure collecting. You know how we say when the Rock With Me Nation, we got Wakanda at the house. Well, there's a reason why we're able to say that, and we're gonna talk about it. That said, you here, we all here. Go ahead and hit that like button and everything like that. We finna get ready to go into a fantastic voyage. That's what I said. I said a fantastic voyage. I ain't lying. I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick before we get started and everything. Make sure Groovy Fee is in the building. What is going on, Groovy Fee? Grandma say that article aged badly, didn't it? Didn't it? What's going on in day? What's going on? What's going on? My brother D Real is in the building. Yeah, we in here. Like I said, we in for a great time. Not to be confused with a long time. I believe in quality over quantity. I do. So, what is the first thing we're going to take a look at? And thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else. It's Wednesday. It's not unappreciated. It's not. I know you could have been anywhere else. You could have been doing anything else. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Big Chad. And if you are here, I want to let y'all know some things we got going on with the channel, some things we got going on with the Rock With Me Nation. You see the shirt. This shirt will be something that we will be not only giving away, but selling as well. Shout out to my brother, Big Chad. We got some Black Panther socks right here and everything like that. Yes, we are getting our merch together to get the channel underway to start giving away some stuff because I like getting stuff. Y'all like getting stuff. You know, sharing is caring, right? Shout out to Big Chad. We got Black Panther, Ta-Nehisi Coates. That's going to be something we give away. We got Black Panther Marvel Knights, right? That's going to be something else we're giving away. Shout out to Jonathan Mayberry and Reginald Hutland. We're going to be giving this away as well. And yes, we will be giving this away as well. Shout out to Big Chad and everything like that. If you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. The Rock With Me Nation is all about growing the knowledge of Black Panther. We are all about sharing the knowledge of Black Panther. So we are going to get those things out in the next couple of weeks. Those of y'all who we owe posters to and everything like that, we're going to get those posters out to you. And because I'm late, I'm going to give you all 3 posters. How about that? So no need. If I need to get your email address again, I will definitely reach out to you. But I saved all your information to my important documents. So yeah, we're going to get, this is the year of the Rock With Me Nation. This is the year of Black Panther, Wakanda, point blank period. Contrary to what some folks say. Yeah, we don't really care about all that. We don't really care about all that. Mr. Moloch is in the building. Appreciate you, Mr. Moloch, for pulling up and everything like that. Shout out to you. So let's take a look at our first topic for the night. And you know what? I just got to say, appreciate you, Plant Poppy. Appreciate you, Peter. Appreciate you. Ultimate Black Panther. Issue 15. If I didn't know no dadgum better, I'd have thought that Brian Hill watched the video or his self-promotion. I'd have thought Brian Hill watched our video on Sunday night, went home and wrote Ultimate Black Panther 15, turned it in and said, now watch me work. That's what I'd have thought. Hey, Mr. Donahue. Hey, Donahue. Not to be confused with Theo. You gotta write another article. You gotta write another article. I don't know if y'all read issue 15, but let me just say, I'm a fan of watching T'Challa whoop ass, and T'Challa whooped ass in issue 15. T'Challa whooped ass. What? I got New Jack City fans here. Living, just enough for the city I'm living, just enough for the city. Yeah, New Jack City. Yeah. Y'all see Aurora standing behind T'Challa like she the #1 hitter. She want all the smoke. Said, I ain't his woman. I'm like, oh, well, we know you ain't his woman. But she's standing there like, but I will put my hands on you though. Boy, look here. Loving it. The vibranium, it got a name in this issue. Dark vibranium. Okay, that's it, but we knew it was vibranium, so it had to be some type of form. And anti was off the table as far as the name. So we got dark vibranium. Yes, good Lord have mercy, G. I don't even know Brian, Mr. Hill Illuminati. I don't even know how he talked about you like that, because I ain't never seen vibranium in any Black Panther story do what you got it doing here. I mean, we saw what it did to Jakara way back in the day, but vibranium just having folks put hands on folks, I ain't seen that. So I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what he was talking about. Then you got T'Challa married to Okoye. I ain't never seen that. And Okoye got hair. I ain't never seen that. Right? So I don't. You gave me something different. You know what it is? Maybe because, watch this. Maybe because I didn't go watch Doom. Say what, Theo? I didn't go watch Doom. Why not, Theo? I'm not in it. I'm tired of watching stuff where the more 95% of the damn cast is white. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not. I'm sorry. I ain't doing it. No. I's tired, boss. I just spent way enough money. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So maybe that's the problem. You went to go see Doom. I didn't. So I'm looking at this right here like, so this the only place the maker ain't had no influence? All right. I don't necessarily see Bass, but I got the Vodou Khan, and they sound like they on some BS. All right. You let me know based on how you write them, they can't really be trusted. And you being consistent with that, okay? You, the writer, say Aurora and T'Challa gonna have a baby. And because you are that dude, way to handle yourself on social media and everything like that there, because you say, hey, the baby on the way. The baby on the way. The only thing I asked, which I'm not gonna change what I'm asking. Where's Faxel? Where's Anon? I know Mr. Hill gonna be like, damn it, I'm sick of that. No. You got Adabee, the head Dora. Yeah, you got her. I ain't seen her in a minute. And you got Faxel and Anon. Faxel and Anon, who was supposed to be looking over Okoye and Shorty. I ain't seen them. So if I'm looking for somebody, if I had a complaint, and that's it. Hey, where they at? Where they at? But Donahue, you need what they call that thing? You need to write a retraction. Especially when you said that's the most disappointing comic book with T'Challa in it. Hell no. No. I don't even believe you said that. Theo, no. I can't, no. No, he didn't make me get up. He done made me get up. I can't even do my coffee right. Hold on. How long Buddy been gone? So he left issue 20. He ain't in issue 21. He ain't in issue 22. He ain't in issue 23. He ain't in issue 24. And damn, I got the black cat. That's the feature character. Why? What for? And Jed McKay say T'Challa is his favorite Avenger. You know what? Don't talk to me no more. Show me. Yeah. Going forward, I just need when we look at where the Wakanda embassy is, the Wakanda embassy, it's not located in New York. It's located in Missouri, the show me state, because y'all got to show us. Stop telling me stuff like that. Now, bruh, this is the most disappointing comic book with T'Challa in it. Easily. And I don't know how in the hell you look past this, because there's no justification for him missing. None. You gonna chop it up, because if we gonna break down a story, this is how you break down a story. The Avengers comic books, written by Jed McKay, featuring some of the most well-known Marvel characters, is a disappointment when it comes to one, T'Challa. How so? Well, they've written him on a side mission. And while they did dedicate one entire issue to said side mission, it's been 4 issues, and you don't know what's going on with the character. It's almost like they wrote the character out the comic book. What they should be doing, because the character is on a side mission, and we're actually experiencing this right now throughout the DC comic books, the last 2 to 3 pages are dedicated to a backstory. Now, if we take 4 issues into consideration, and we dedicate 2 to 3 pages of backstory to T'Challa's story in the Meridian Diadem, you know we damn near got a whole comic book. Yeah. But Jed McKay, who says T'Challa is his favorite character, mind you, if I'm not mistaken, the editor-in-chief, he ain't got to be the one writing the backstory with T'Challa. It could literally be somebody else. I don't know, Sherilyn Eaton, Brian Hill, Dr. Eve Ewing. I don't know. Boo-boo the fool. But somebody else besides him could be writing the backstory. That's a credible critique. That's because that critique makes sense. It does. And since T'Challa, at least T'Challa, you say he ain't doing nothing. You talking about a background character? He ain't doing a damn thing in the Avengers. I don't even understand how brother to brother, you went after the brother. I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't even understand from brother to brother how you went after that brother, how he writing the character that's a brother. Not when you know it's somebody out there doing a worse damn job. I don't even know how you did that. I don't. This was too damn easy. This was too. I'm so glad we read comics, because if we didn't read, we would be stuck going through the crap that we've been stuck with. Well, folks keep saying stuff and we keep going along with it because ain't nobody out here catching them in a bullshit. Said what I meant. I meant what I said. Mr. Donahue, you owe Mr. Hill an apology. Essentially, you lied on the dude. Yeah, that was a hit piece. That's like that rock and roll stuff that they be doing to Jonathan Majors. That was a hit story. It's just surprising it came from another brother. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. We got Nitelum in the building. The Kamoyo King, Aurora stood there like I ain't his woman. I'm his yeah, that's how she did it. Yeah, I'm his papo. Yeah, that's what that was. He said that BS with his full chest. He did. He did. Come on, your eyes. Now, you know what? There's been a lot of stuff said with their full chest lately. I'm so glad I'm not relying upon that to get my information. And in this new comic, T'Challa trying to get back, but the Avengers are busy. So how long will it take for him to get back now? So he pushed his favorite Avenger to the side. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. And it sounds good because he's Jed McKay. His name does have some cachet. We're not going to act like that. And Jed McKay is a credible writer. We're not going to act like that. I'm not going to say he's not. But the Rock With Me Nation, we do look for consistency. And we look for your actions to match your words. We ain't just paying attention to what you're saying. Oh, no. We need everything. We need that synergy. No, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. It looked like, and I don't want to think like that, but it looked like soon as Aurora came to the team, until we can figure out how Aurora and T'Challa can coexist. Now I'm gonna say, bringing Aurora to the team with T'Challa there was probably a good reason for doing it. Like, I ain't finna act like that. It was probably like, oh no, I got the perfect plan. I'm finna move some stuff. So I get it. I'm finna move some stuff. Because if she ain't over there and he ain't over there and I got them right here, y'all can't tell me a damn thing what to do with them. And what did Marwa Ayodele say? He can't really say anything about Aurora and T'Challa because that's on Jed McKay. So he got him in the comic book for a reason. Now the thing is, we know Jed McKay is one of them folks over there. He ain't the folk over there. Oh no, the folk over there is CB Cebulski. So the question would be, hey CB, what's going on? You throwing monkey wrenches and stuff? I'm just asking questions. Cause ain't nobody putting Aurora and T'Challa in a comic book unless they got in the same comic book team dynamic, unless they got plans. And that's already out there in the ether that he got plans. Well, we got from him, T'Challa is his favorite Avenger. We got from Mr. Ayodele, he can't really do anything, kind of like how Ryan can't really do anything with T'Challa. He got to wait on the Russo brothers. Yeah, same thing. Well, he can't really say or do anything in regards to their relationship. That's on Jed McKay. Okay, well, is somebody cop blocking? I'm just asking questions. But Jed, he been gone for 4 issues. That's all I'm saying. I heard what you said. He been gone for 4 issues. And and he not really coming back for what, another issue? So I don't, hold on. Let me do it like this. Can he do it like this, baby? Can he do it like that, sugar? Can he go round and round and round? Shout out to Melvin Riley, lead singer. Get ready for the world. They're like, Theo, I know. Let's see here. New comics this week. All right. We go right here. We type in the Avengers. Yep. Let's go here. Click that out the way. Nope. We want the Avengers. Let's see what we got going on here. Marvel Comics, the Avengers. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to find the Avengers. Y'all bear with me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. I'm trying to find this thing because I'm trying to. Wait, y'all see it? Because I'm trying to figure out when do T'Challa come back? Because good Lord Jesus, have mercy, fix it. When does T'Challa come back? Because my dog been gone for a minute now. I ain't gonna belabor the point though. Let me see what you got here, Kamoyo. He said that BS with his chest. Not telling him it in this new comic. So he pushed his favorite bit. Yep. My guess is they pushed him out so they're not called forced to deal with the relationship dynamic. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense for all the wrong reasons. It's crazy. Don't nobody want to deal with that, but they'll deal with some other stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm trying. I'm trying to find out where the Avengers. You know what? We ain't gonna do that because that'll bog down the show. We gonna keep the party rolling and everything like that. But y'all understand what I'm saying. You got to do something with that. You got to do something. Sexual assault. Sexual assault. Let's talk about it. So we know Shannon Sharp is being sued for sexual assault, and I understand. I get it. Folks are gonna take it, run with it. Did he do it and everything like that? I like to let stuff play out. I did that in regards to Jonathan Majors. Let stuff play out. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Let stuff play out. I'm not going to get into the trying to kick a man when he's down, crack jokes and everything like that. That ain't what this is. I'm gonna treat him the same way I would want to be treated, and I think we should all do that. At the very least, take that into consideration. So, sexual assault is defined as any non-consensual sexual act prescribed by law, including acts where the victim lacks the capacity to consent. This means it involves unwanted sexual contact, penetration, or activity without the victim's free and informed consent. Key aspects of sexual assault: non-consensual. The act must be done without the victim's willing and enthusiastic agreement. Spectrum of acts. Sexual assault can involve a wide range of actions, including unwanted penetration, touching, and other sexual acts. Lack of capacity to consent. Sexual assault also includes acts where the victim is unable to give consent due to factors like being unconscious, incapacitated, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Forms of sexual assault. This includes rape, sexual abuse, and other forms of unwanted sexual contact, even within a relationship. Beyond physical acts, sexual assault can also involve coercion, threats, or manipulation to force someone into unwanted sexual activity. Now, there are 3 levels of sexual assault. First and third degrees involve a sexual assault that includes sexual penetration. Second and fourth degrees involve sexual assault with sexual contact. Now, I read that because I believe before anybody gets to bumping their gums, they should know what they're talking about. Before anybody wants to start cracking jokes, hurl allegations, they need to know what they're talking about. And why is that? Because you never know if, since you've been living, you actually committed this criminal act. You just didn't have anybody sue you. You need me to say that again? Yeah, I read this so we understand damn near everybody and their mama is guilty. And when I say everybody and their mama, yeah, I mean your mama, as in women can be guilty of this too. The thing is you haven't had anyone sue you for it. You know how you put your hand on that co-worker's shoulder, male or female, say, hey, how you doing? And they say, are you crazy if you don't get your hand off my shoulder? And you told them just relax, calm down, because y'all was just joking, kicking the bobo, you could have been sued right then and there. So when folks start asking the question, because I got asked last night, was Shannon attempted to settle? Well, settlement is not an acknowledgement of guilt in and of itself. No, you settling is you not wanting to go to court because you don't want rumors. You don't want the attention. You know how folks say in the public, they judge you as being guilty before all the evidence has come out. Right. You don't want to be a part of that. Shannon has stuff going for him in the right direction right now. He doesn't need to want to deal with this, but it is your character. It is your integrity. It absolutely is. So am I saying something occurred? Well, something occurred with Jonathan Majors, right? It just wasn't what everybody, well, it just wasn't what too many folks wanted to say it was. It was what it was. Well, I'm going to say this. Here's what we know about the attorney. This is the same attorney that was representing the young lady that was suing Jay-Z. Same attorney. It's attorney, if shout out to Abba and Preach. This attorney, if I'm not mistaken, cannot practice law in the state of Texas. He's been disbarred. That's what that is. Please feel free to fact check me. I don't mind. But we do know the charges against Jay-Z got dismissed, right? So am I saying I think she's lying? No, I don't know what she's doing. I know that don't look good. That's the same attorney? No, that don't. You came out better getting somebody else. Yeah. But hey, we gonna follow the case. We gonna see what it's gonna do. We not gonna crack no jokes because we wouldn't want nobody cracking jokes on us. That's not what we would want. I know Dr. Umar Johnson, the Pan-African Prince, is gonna have a damn field day. He is. His best bet is to quietly settle and then find an age-appropriate partner. He tried Grand Madam, 10 million. She didn't want that. It looks like, appreciate that, and I tell him, it looks like T'Challa's coming back issue 27. Appreciate that, and I tell him. So that means we will have went 7 issues without T'Challa. Yeah. Good looking on that. Here, and I tell him, here's what I'm gonna say now. If I'm gonna be funny, about the situation, I'm gonna be funny. Not only, you know how I say I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box. Not only am I not the sharpest pencil in the box, but I ain't Michael B. Jordan. I ain't Denzel Washington. I ain't Shamar Moore. I ain't Morris Chestnut. What you saying, Theo? I'm saying, like, you see this right here? I'm gonna pull this one over here. So if this is Denzel Washington, and that's Flavor Flav over there, right? My physical attraction, mine, this I'm judging myself. I think I'm closer to Denzel. Matter of fact, you can't tell me I'm not closer. I ain't saying I'm Denzel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when it comes to being physically attractive, I'm closer to Denzel than I am to Flavor Flav, and I know that. I know you can't tell me, or you could call me ugly all day. I'll be like, no, you good. Like you can't convince me that I'm ugly on the inside or outside. You just can't. I know better. I know better. I know better. So I looked at the young lady last night. I looked at the young lady. I did. I looked at her. I saw the photo. And I don't know who older, me or Shannon. I don't. Gray madam, don't laugh. And I'm saying to myself, I've been Theo for a long time. I've been Theo for a long time. I've been Theo for a long time. And I ain't never been in this situation. I don't know what this is. I don't know. You know, being Theo, you know, come on now. Generation X, I got some solid generation in here. Baby boomers. What we know, hey, you can't make her, there's nothing you can do to make her give you the cookie. The woman knows soon as you walk in the door whether or not she want to get with you. Soon as you walk in the door, she either do or she don't. There's nothing you can say or do to make her. You can't. You can't. You can say something to make her not want to, but you can't say nothing to make her want to. She either want to or she don't. Okay, well, I'm Theo. I'm Theo. Theo. That's what that is. And Theo only gonna ask you once or twice. Won't be no third time. Hey, ba 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 ba. You say you're not interested. Theo gonna ask you why you're not interested. Ba 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 ba. After that, one or two things gonna happen based on that young lady's response. Either A, her and Theo gonna make it do what it's gonna do, or B, Theo gonna peace out. And do you know why? Because there's other women out there. That's if Theo was single. Theo married. So understand what I'm saying. You said, now Theo, I ain't Shannon Sharp. Say what? I said I ain't Shannon Sharp. I'm Theo. I like Theo. I love me some Theo. I ain't Shannon Sharp. I ain't got no 2 Super Bowl rings. I ain't got that. I ain't got no podcast that's blowing all up. I ain't interviewed Cat Williams. I ain't on First Take. I ain't on none of that. I ain't no retired football player that still, I ain't no dude that's look like he can still get out there and play. That's not where I'm at. No, I don't look nothing like that. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no cute dogs. I got rabbits. I got a cat. But I ain't got all that other stuff. I don't. My bank account don't look nothing like that. Well, Theo, what is you saying? Get to the point. I'm saying, and I know damn good and well, I ain't the only one. I didn't went to the club and just posted up. I ain't the only one that did that. I'm not gonna act like that. And I'm not gonna act like I'm the most attractive male on this live right now. But I know damn good and well, I ain't the only one that okay, let me make sure my haircut good. Let me make sure my clothes good. Let me make sure my cologne is good. Let me make sure my shoes is good. Let me make sure I got my change in my pocket, right. Let me make sure my ride is good. What was we doing all that for? What was we doing, fellas? What was we doing all that? What was we doing all that for? So we ain't have to talk that much. We've had conversations amongst ourselves where we be like, oh yeah, they're gonna be all on me tonight, big dog. We say they gonna be all on me as if you ain't got to work hard. Okay, I'm not understanding. Cause damn it, I'm trying to take us somewhere right now. I'm just saying, like, y'all know Zion Williamson. You know his baby mama, Mariah Mills, and everything like that, right? She didn't went and got another BBL. You already had a BBL. You went and got the super deluper extra large package. Nobody needs all that. Anyway, her. I'm not understanding. I'm just, because Theo, no, I'm just, Is she an attractive young lady? Yes, she is. She's an attractive young lady. Is there something special about her? Not that I can see with my two eyes. Not where you should be where we here. I don't know how we got here because she wouldn't pop up on my radar. That's all I'm saying. Like, even where Theo at right now, Theo could walk right past her and keep right on going. She ain't. That's Theo now. Theo could be where Shannon Sharp is, and she still would not. I'm just saying, like, I'm just, that ain't what, if I got this over me, she don't look like that. That's all I'm saying. If I got this cloud hanging over my head, y'all gonna be like, damn. I ain't saying he did do it, but if he did do it, I understand. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not saying she's not. She's an attractive young lady. I just put the glasses on before I get in trouble. I'm gonna put these glasses on before I get in trouble. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I went to sit in college and watch the nephew go through it. Hey, what you say? Not tell them why all the ball players so dense when it comes to women. I don't know. I don't. That's the thing. Like, I don't remember when the Atlanta Falcons was in the Super Bowl. Yeah, not that was before this first time. The first time they were in the Super Bowl, not this. Remember the defensive back that got caught up in a sting operation? I don't get it. I don't get it. You there. They coming. They coming. You ain't got to do nothing. You didn't made it. You didn't made it. They waiting on you after every game. They waiting on you at your hotel. They waiting on you when you go get you something to eat. They wait. I mean, they waiting. They waiting on you when you go to the club. This ain't what we got to do. It's a plethora getting ready. It's a plethora gonna say yeah. And I'm saying it because Grand Madam, help me out now, Grand Madam. Grand Madam gonna tell the truth. Some women trying not tell the truth. Grand Madam gonna tell the truth. Help me out, Grand Madam. I'm Theo. I just know how to dance real well. That's all I do. I just know how to dance real well. That's it. Back in the day, they swore up and down I was a striker. Grand Madam Tarot know what that means. Some of the fellas that grew up down south, y'all know what that means too. They thought I was a striker. That's what that was. They one or two things. Either I was a striker, a male dancer for Uncle Luke, or a stripper. But that's what they thought. It's what that is. I ain't never have to. I'm not understanding. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not. My wife told me last night. She said, "Stop saying that." No, I don't think I'm me. I'm me. But if I'm me and you're you, I low key think you're better than me. So if I ain't have to do it, I don't know why you got to do it. I don't know why you got to do it. I was told women like a man with a nice smile. Women like a man that's compassionate. Women like a man that's understanding. Women like a man smell nice. Women like a man that's got a sense of humor. Okay, well, I mean, them things always work for me. You know what? I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Because I don't want to do it like that. What's going on, King Cam? What's going on? Manipulated just like the young women are. Entire coaching programs are in on it. Isn't by happenstance that Coach Prime brings in instructors to teach the young men in his charge how to behave. I mean, like, I just ain't never understood it. And mind you, I can kind of relate to it because I was in the Marine Corps stationed in Memphis, Millington, Tennessee. We had the baddies out there waiting. They didn't care. Married, single, didn't care. Children, no children, they didn't care. I don't think there's anything special about me. You Shannon Sharp. Where's the NDA? Where's the NDA? She should be comfortable being filmed when y'all making it do what it do, because she understand you're not trying to get jammed up. Why would you? You Shannon Sharp, NDA. What we should have learned from the brother that's, well, I can't even say he's playing quarterback right now. The dude that used to be with the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watt. I ain't nobody special, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, boy, I don't know. Y'all make me think it's not that difficult. What's that, Theo? It's not that difficult. Y'all making it seem like it's hard. No. See, and this is why folks was mad at Simone Biles' husband. You see, Simone Biles' husband, remember when he said, I'm the catch? There was a reason for that. When you the catch, you ain't got to worry about that. When you the catch, for you to be the catch, you got to be caught. For you to be caught, you got to have folks coming after you. That's what that is. The fish. The fish got fishermen coming to catch it. That's what that is. Well, he said it. I'm the catch. When you know who you are, the catch ain't trying to catch nobody. The catch is normally minding its own damn business and get snatched up. When you just lay back in the cut like a Venus flytrap, we just lay back in the cut. You didn't put the cologne on for a reason, and you got 3 different types of cologne. You got the cologne to wear to work, you got the cologne when you're going to go play sports, hang around the fellas, and you got the cologne when you're trying to catch them. Okay, well, you didn't put on the catch them cologne. You shouldn't have to work that hard. When you in shape, you smell nice, you got on some nice clothes, you got on some nice shoes. Because I know I ain't the only man on this live that then had a woman approach him out the blue. I ain't the only one. I ain't act like that. I keep saying I ain't special. I ain't special at all. So, and if I didn't have women approach me saying I'm attractive, I am. That's what that is here. Then damn it, Shannon, come on, bro. Graham Adams say Shannon was a heartthrob when he was at Raven. He should have given her a shot. King Cam said that old smell good. Yeah, that's what that is. Listen, I don't be understanding. You're a professional athlete. You ain't got to be. You look good. You look good. You got a 6-figure salary. You know, you there. You there. Sit back, chill. They coming. They coming. God, you ain't got it, bro. I don't. You know, I'm gonna say something, and y'all gonna be like, Theo, no, because this is true. Players get caught up in a lot of stuff. Players, not football players, players. That's what we used to call them back in the day. Today, you might call them a male hoe. It is what it is. Not we. I'm retired. We never got caught up in stuff like that. You said, damn, I said we anyway. Players don't get caught up in stuff like that. Why not? Because all the women they dealing with want to deal with them. Matter of fact, players come with strict sets of rules. Hey, I'm doing bop, bop, bop. Don't call me. Don't come by. Don't do nothing. Players don't go through stuff like this. Players might get caught up where more than one woman is in their face at the same time. But sexual assault, no, we don't. No. That ain't what a player go through. No, a player might go through what's wrong with him, as in why he tired. He know why he tired because he just left. Right. He might go through something like that, but this, no. Also, these athletes never see a setup coming. The ones that do have their moms on guard duty against that foolishness. You know, Kamoyo, I feel what you're saying, but I don't know how to feel about what you're saying because me and you went to high school. We did. We went to high school and we played sports. We did. And we had women checking for us and everything like that. I can remember somebody saying scrap up. I can remember quite a few saying scrap up. Put the condom on. Hey boy, you better put a Jimmy on. Yeah, you better. So I remember them conversations. This was back in the day. Like I remember that because you weren't trying to be in high school. And back then we was over each other's houses and everything like that. You weren't trying to be in high school with a 2-year-old. So I'm trying to figure it out. Like y'all athletes, y'all. You remember when we was in high school and remember our class ring and our football jersey and remember how some of us, got caught up with the female, with wrong one, wearing your class ring or your football jersey and you got more. Yeah, that's where I was. I was that dude, the dude that was getting caught up in that. I wasn't the one in the office for Principal Johnson, Theo messing with me. That's not why I was in the office. So I'm hoping it work out for him. And let me just say this, because he say he gonna countersue. He say he gonna countersue. I was telling my wife last night. She didn't went and got the wrong attorney. Understand what I'm getting ready to say. Just understand what I'm getting ready to say. Because folks gonna come in. I can't believe you said that. No, listen to what I'm saying. For her sake, I hope she right. Theo, what you say? For her sake, I hope she right. But Theo, why you say that? Because see, if she's right, he can afford to pay her. If she's right, he can afford to pay her. If she's wrong and he's countersuing, she can't afford to pay him. Which makes me ask the question, why? You better not be wrong. You better not be wrong. You better not be lying. You better not be lying because you don't have enough zeros in your bank account that this dude finna break you. Okay, all right. Keep it with these notes. What King Cam say? Grand Madam Facts, he was bringing too much truth to the light. Plus, they're still mad at him for leaving that network. I talk all my nephews' heads off over this all the time. Not everyone hands in your face is there for your benefit. Don't be out your nose wide open at all. At all. He can't countersue because that kid doesn't have any money to pay him. She gonna be ruined. She gonna be ruined. She gonna be ruined. She gonna be ruined. And here's the thing, Grand Madam. He can sue. Don't matter what's in her bank account. He can sue. He can sue, and I ain't mad at his attorney because, and this is the thing, standing on business. We talk about standing on business with the Rock With Me Nation. If you know you didn't do it, yes, big dog, stand on business and drag her ass. Yes, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that. That is your integrity. That is your legacy. If I'm not mistaken, Shannon has daughters, and when you're accused of doing something like this to a woman and you have daughters, oh, kid gloves off. You not finna do that as a man. And you know what you stand for. You know your role in society, and you know how your daughters view you and everything. Oh, no. No. So he gonna handle that business. Please don't be lying. Like, that's all I got. Please don't be lying. Keeping the party rolling, though. That's reputation. He will sue her and Busby. Yep. Keeping the party rolling. Like I said, y'all came here. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. We're going to shift gears real quick and everything. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Moving on over to the next topic. I know y'all didn't think he was going to do that. So, Rob Core, Comments Explained, made a suggestion. I did a video last night, a live last night. If you haven't checked it out, y'all make sure y'all go check it out and everything like that. He's feeling good about Sinners. Should. I read the plot. Sinners, I read the plot online. Not going to tell y'all where I read it from because I don't want them to get blocked and everything like that. They've been a source of me being able to keep up with movies. That's how I judge whether or not I'm going to go see the movie. You say, Theo, what? Yeah. I wake up every Friday morning or whatever day that movie getting ready to come out. I go to my favorite site and I read the plot. Plot makes sense. I'm in it to win it. Plot don't make sense. I don't give two damns. Well, I read the plot to Sinners. Read it last week. Makes great sense. So that's why I said, hey, movie sound like it's good. Well, clearly, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. My brother Darryl went to go see the movie and everything like that. If you have not went to go see Sinners, while I understand why you might not want to, it's not a bad movie. That's what I'm gonna say. But that said, Rob, Comments Explained, felt like since Ryan did such an amazing job with that movie, he would be able to do Blue Marvel. Now, Rob is credible, comic book reviewer. I don't necessarily know if Rob can speak for us. I don't know if Rob know what we're looking for in a superhero movie. And I can't necessarily say Rob is keeping that thing a buck. See, Rob don't look like me. And I know folks be like, why do you always make that a thing? Well, when you have access to stuff that me and mine ain't had access to over the years, I'm going to look at that. When you speak on stuff that me and mine aren't able to speak to, I'm going to say something. If you benefited in ways me and mine haven't benefited in this particular realm of entertainment, I'm going to say something. Well, Rob feels like Ryan Coogler would do a great job with Blue Marvel. From what I've heard, gathered, not sure, because I have not spoke to Rob, is that he was an anti-recaster. I would throw a flag on the play. And I don't have patience for people like Rob, because Rob, too, if he's an anti-recaster, I don't have patience for folks his age, regardless of who they are, because they're full of bullshit. You can't say this was wrong over here when you entertain so many over here. and you never said anything. There's no public record of you saying anything. There's no video record of you saying anything. But over here, you have so much to say. No, you don't. You have just as much to say as you said in regards to those heroes that look like you. Little to nothing at all. That's not a personal attack. You're not Black. You're not from the culture. You're not talking to anyone from the culture. You're not even acknowledging the culture. You ain't educated people on Chadwick Boseman. That's just what that is. You have not educated people on who Black Panther is. You haven't even talked to the point of how many actors have played Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Flash, Wonder Woman in regards to T'Challa. So you're being disingenuous. Like I said, I like you as a comic book reviewer. I do. But this is a prime example of folks needing to learn how to stay in their lane. More importantly, though, this is a prime opportunity for us. Remember when we had Jonathan Mayberry here, or on my brother Daryl's channel? We were doing Friday Night Vibes. And I think, by and large, way too many Black Panther fans are taking it for granted. You, us, we're first. We first. And you might want to take it a step further and say, you're the first knowledgeable, acknowledged Black comic book fans, period. Yeah, we late to the party. This is why they don't speak out on Black issues, and you be looking for somebody to do it. Rob ain't gonna speak out on no Black issue. And you see the Black comic book reviewers out there, they're not necessarily quick to speak out on a Black issue. If they were, I said it once, I'll say it again. If it was what it was, somebody would have said something about what was going on in Captain America, the First Avenger. Did you hear Rob say something? Did you hear Rob say anything for you in your representation in Captain America, the First Avenger? Or did Rob just say what so many folks are saying right now about Captain America 4, it's a good movie? And everybody gonna listen to Rob because Rob is a credible comic book reviewer. But you know what Rob ain't? Rob ain't Black. He not Black. Thus, he cannot speak for what my wants, needs, and desires are, nor what I think is a good damn idea when it comes to Black characters. What we're going to have to start doing is letting folks know. Be articulate, be knowledgeable, don't be disrespectful, but start letting folks that ain't us stop feeling inclined to speak for or make suggestions for us. And when I say ain't us, I want to make sure I'm being very, very specific. I'm talking about knowledgeable Black comic book fans. See, they can be Black and still not know what the hell they talking about. They can, and it don't matter what their status is. They can have 6 zeros, 7 zeros, 8 zeros in their bank account and still not know what the hell they talking about. Oh no, in every facet of life, there's something to be said about knowledge gained over years. When you study something, we acknowledge it. There's a reason why we call her Dr. Eve Ewing. She's put that work in. And in society, we've been taught to respect the work that she's put in. Well, as knowledgeable comic book fans, what you're going to have to do, we're going to have to start doing, is demanding and taking that respect by any means necessary, by hook or crook. If they got to get drugged or embarrassed to their face, that means when you pull up to a Comic-Con, you know what you're talking about. Don't be shy. You pull up to an interview session, don't be shy. You come across said celebrity that then played your hero and got it effed up, don't be shy. Education, as my brother Daryl says. What KRS One? Knowledge is supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over almost everything. Yeah, knowledge is the key. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. If you know what you're talking about, talk about it. Speak on it. Not mad. I just know Rob don't know what the hell he talking about. It don't affect him. Keeping the party rolling. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I've been saying y'all didn't watch Undercover Brother. Once a black man get to a level, they send a white she devil. That's one of my favorite movies though, and I don't like it. Never mind. It is one of my favorite movies though. They laughed off the video last year. Now they're trying it. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Let's see here. King Cam, it's a good movie. Jonathan Majors should have been in it. I would have liked to see that. No, you know what? No, because he'd have made him and Michael B. Jordan brothers, and he would have deleted Jonathan Majors. So no. No, he stay right there. What are we doing? The bodybuilding? Stay right there. Do that right there. And send your workout program, big dog. Damn, can we get that? Let's see. I want Coogler on Brave in the Bold. I see you. In fact, I think it was designed for him. Designed for him. Yeah. So that's my thing. Stand 10 toes down with it. Shout out to King Cam. Thank you so much, brother, for pulling up and everything. Y'all make sure y'all check out King Cam's pajama post. You can never get enough us, African legacy, African lore, African knowledge. Big Dog got it on over and everything like that. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Moving right along, because like I said, we in here for a great time, not to be confused with a long time, and we are at 1 hour and 6 minutes. So what is the next topic? I just wanted to make sure. Ain't no hard feelings. I don't know nobody be talking about with Theo don't like Rob. No, I like Rob. I just know Rob ain't talked to us. I know Rob ain't talked to us because we ain't talking to us. If I'm on TikTok, oh my God. Did I tell y'all how many of us don't know that there's a helicarrier named after Chadwick Boseman? If I say the comic book community is a small demographic, do you know, if we say movie fans outnumber comic book fans, do you know how many mind you, there have been solicits all over the place. Comic books, social media, like you can't say you a Black Panther Chadwick Boseman fan and you've been active on social media over the past damn 7 years and you ain't seen it. Do you know how many self-professed, self-proclaimed Black Panther Chadwick Boseman fans do not know that there's a helicarrier named after Chadwick Boseman in the comic books? See, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about. You know how folks be talking about recast, can't do it. Did you hear this from Rob? What comic book reviewer, because we don't want to just make it about Rob, what comic book reviewer told you that that's what was going on in Wakanda, that there's, and kept it front and center to where you would know as a Black Panther fan, as a Chadwick Boseman fan, there's more than one way to honor Chadwick Boseman. Nobody said a damn thing. And it's, I don't know how many, all them folks over there on TikTok and nobody knew. And how many so-called I just get quiet. I get quiet because I'll be like, well, damn, as popular as you are and as much ish as you talk and as much as folks be hyping you out, folks should already know this by now. You the latest, greatest, sexiest thing when it comes to Black folks and comic book content and superhero. Why you ain't telling the people? Why the people don't know? Why they telling me I'm lying 5 years later? That's on us. That's on us. When we got the ball, we need to act like we got the ball. Stop turning the ball over. And when I say the ball, yes, I'm being figurative and everything like that. But when we got the football and everything like that, we need to keep the football. And what we need, my offense, if I'm making a suggestion or what type of offense we need to be running, we need to be playing possession football. Yeah, we need the ground and pound. I ain't trying to air it out right now. I ain't trying. We need ground and pound offense, and we need a physically abusive defense. Yes, I'm not being literal, but when it comes to Black Panther, not just T'Challa, when it comes to all things Black Panther, we need to be playing possession offense and stingy defense. As in, you don't get to misspeak on any of these characters, any of them. You don't get to misspeak on any of them. Male, female, black, white, heterosexual, LGBTQ+, you don't get to misspeak on them. And you don't get to misspeak on the writers either. No. If the writer did it, the writer did it. Whether we like it or not. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Folks, they got way too damn comfortable. Because T'Challa is popular, they feel like they can just bump their damn gum. No. Not doing that. So that's my take on the situation. We're gonna keep the party rolling. The MCU has their new Black Panther. Did y'all read that article from the MCU Direct? I did. Posted April 25th, April 21st, my birthday. Why would y'all put this out on my birthday? So Jennifer McDonald, remember when I said stuff come in threes? Remember, you know how this normally go, right? So what did we get on Sunday? The article from CBR. And we've been doing this long enough now. We know how this play out. It normally comes in threes because they testing the water. And the fact how they tested the water and how some of us allow ourselves to be played, ooh, they got what they wanted. They got one of us. So we say it come in threes, right? Normally within a week, 10 days, 7 to 10 day time frame. Marvel will send some stuff out there in regards to Black Panther. You'll get some over here related to a comic book. You'll get some over here related to a video game. You'll get some over here related to a recast. Ain't none of it ever good. If anything, it's by design propaganda for you to become discouraged. You know, we talked about propaganda a few days ago and everything like that. Right. So you get the CBR article where us, go after us, and a character that represents us. We see how wrong it was, right? But how many folks would actually read that CBR article and be reading Brian Hill's Ultimate Black Panther, where they would know better? How many folks would just read that article from CBR, having thought about buying the trade paperback? Because some people wait for the trade paperback. How many people read that article and said, I ain't gonna buy it now? Was what he said in the article factual, vague, or incorrect? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say what he said in his article, Mr. Donahue, by and large, was, if not vague, incorrect. Well, That was one. Here's two. Marvel Studios has now chosen its new Black Panther report. The Wakandan royal lineage will be resurgent if a new report is to be believed. The rumor mill is heating up on the topic of Marvel Cinematic Universe's next Black Panther. Marvel's long-term plans for King T'Challa were derailed after Chadwick Boseman. No, stop lying. Their plans wasn't derailed. Marvel is on schedule. So I'm going to skip this. 2 years later, the studio was forced. No, they weren't. Stop lying. Forced to pivot for the Black Panther sequel and bestowed T'Challa's kid sister, shooting with the powers of the Wakandan superhero. You know, it's crazy that this is called Marvel Direct, because you would think Marvel Direct would know about Marvel's deadliest of the species. Thus, Marvel wasn't forced to do anything. During the March 27 episode of the Hot Mic podcast with John Roker and Jeff Snyder, the latter host dropped rumored intel regarding the future of Wakanda's protector, the Black Panther. When Rocha, which is crazy because we heard Nate Moore say what, but we've also heard Ryan Coogler say what. Can't keep their lies straight, can they? When Rocha asked Snyder whether Doomsday would include former Black Panther mantle bearers T'Challa or T'Chaka, both of whom are now deceased in the MCU, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. They dead in the MCU. Meanwhile, Brian O'Connor, Fast and Furious franchise, Bruce Wayne, Warner Brothers, Clark Kent, Warner Brothers. And the thing is that I don't even know how to do this, because how many actors that have portrayed Superman have passed away? It ain't one. It's more than that. And how many actors have passed away that played Bruce Wayne? It ain't just one. But yet and still, we still got Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent on the big screen. And I don't even want to talk about this movie where I got 3 damn Peter Parkers. Mind you, we could have got old man Pete. What you mean, Theo? Nicholas Hammond is still living. Why they didn't bring it? Why not? Why Nicholas Hammond can't come back and reprise his role as old man Pete? We running with one actor. One actor. No, see, this why I got smoke for folks. We ain't running with one actor. Wesley Shipp. Who ironically enough, like Chadwick Boseman, started off on a soap opera. But Wesley Shipp. We got a whole nother day. How many flashes we got? Anyway, because I don't want to belabor the point. Going back to Marvel Direct. When Rocha asked Snyder whether Doomsday would include former Black Panther mantle bearers T'Challa or T'Chaka, both of whom are now deceased in the MCU, Snyder was quick to reply, "I think so." After being pressed on the topic, Snyder was not as sure-footed with his response, but he seemed firm in his belief for Marvel Studios' intentions for T'Challa going forward. "I have no idea. I mean, listen, is there any distinction at this point? It's not T'Challa 1, it's T'Challa 2. They're casting the son. They're casting a new Black Panther. I'm already sort of intimating who it was going to be. They made an offer to an actor who is now a superhero elsewhere, and there will be a lot on that person's shoulders. MCU fans might remember Black Panther Wakanda's Forever mid-credit scene in which Shorty returns to Haiti to visit Nakia. It is there that the former Wakanda war dog, see that lie right there? She ain't a war dog. Dora. See, you already, we're not already, you're continuing to put that trend, that agenda where you devalue everything that made Wakanda special. And this is coming from the comic book company. It is there that the former Wakandan war dog makes a surprising revelation. She has a young son about 5 or 6 years old. It is in this one damn sentence alone, Marvel Direct goes above and beyond to alienate Black Panther comic book fans. That one sentence, that brief sentence, is offensive as hell. That one sentence. And it's coming to a degree from Ryan Coogler. Why is Nakia being written as a war dog? Why is this something that's written in the ether? From the comic book company, you know better. This does nothing more than sow the seeds of division within the Black community. Who gonna check him and say, Nakia is not a member of the War Dogs? Who gonna check him and ask why was that child born outside of wedlock? I got a better question for you. Why is it that we got Jennifer McDonald writing this article, and while she's so quick to talk about who the new Black Panther is, she doesn't ask those questions her damn self? She doesn't ask those questions her damn self. What she says is, this boy whom Nakia named Toussaint, Divine Love Kanadu's son, that's his name. That's his name. Is also the son of the late T'Challa. But as Toussaint tells his aunt Shuri, my name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. That's a European mindset. He's not the prince of anything. Why? Because he's born out of wedlock. That's the European mindset. That's the eyes that Ryan Coogler, even though he's a brother, is looking at when he don't have Chadwick Boseman holding his hand to tell this story, an African story. Any child, any royal child born out of wedlock, and we know this, all you got to do is either A, be a history major or be a English major, i.e. you're reading text from back in the day. Any child born out of wedlock is not a member of the royal family. They got to prove it. So he ain't Prince a damn thing. He's just Toussaint. But had you wrote him right, which the writer of this article should have asked, why did he not just write them being married? It was easy. It's a stroke of the pen. Do we really think a single Black mother, that story is more appealing than the Black family? We think the story is more appealing, a single Black mother having a child out of wedlock as opposed to being a widow? Because Nakia ain't even a damn widow. This is what happens when we let people tell our stories. The young T'Challa was conceived by his parents shortly after the blip, which took the elder T'Challa away from the world before his actual in-universe passing in 2024. The young T'Challa was so his mama and daddy just had sex. All that love between T'Challa and Nakia, and he didn't care enough to marry her. She didn't care enough to ask. This is what happens when we let people tell our damn stories. And when I say let folks tell our stories, from the writer of the movie, where you got too many of us saying we liked it, to the writer of this article, you're not even going to do any critical thinking whatsoever, but you work for Marvel though, right? So I suppose Jeff Snyder's words are to be taken at face value. In that case, Marvel Studios intends to bring Toussaint into the current MCU storyline in either Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars. Not only that, but Snyder implied the character will be aged up to adulthood or perhaps be presented as a multiversal variant with a new actor approach for the role. I'm going to stop right here because I can continue. The question is, what do you stand for as a black person? Now, ask that question, what do you stand for as a black person? Because there's a brother who went on Twitter and he felt, well, supposed to be a brother. I say that. I say that. Supposed to be a brother. And this is what he said. I couldn't, I was shocked. I ain't know we talk like this. Well, yes, I do. I know we talk like this because my brother Daryl, they had folks talk to him like this. This comes from Sean at SJ Brigante. T'Challa will no longer, he quoted MCU the direct. T'Challa will no longer exist by 2028. I'm telling you guys, you should find another character to be a fan of. I'm telling you guys, not suggesting, not advising. I'm telling you guys, you should find another character to be a fan of. That's crazy. Is he a millennial? That Gen Y? Gen Z? I don't know. Because I don't, would he ever, as, because like I said, say black, you got a profile picture black and everything like that. Would he feel inclined to say this to a white person about their favorite character? With your whole chest, 2025, do we know what black folks have done in American history? Even the actor, the dearly departed actor, do we know what he did in his history, his time? To say this with the whole chest, I'm telling you guys, you should find another character to be a fan of. We lost when you start speaking French. Who is we? We lost. We lost. Who said it was over? Who made the announcement that the boycott was over? Who said that? Who said the protest was done? Now this is when I get into it. There is no shame in moving on. This is when I get into it. Rock with me, nation. Black Panther fan group. Individually, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. See, as I said earlier, you, us, we're first. The defense that needs to be played for us to get what we need needs to be stingy, and it needs to blitz all game long. Don't give the MCU an opportunity to breathe, let alone think. What that means is you just keep dropping knowledge. This is a team effort. It ain't on the star players. The star players are not going to get us the W. And we didn't come here to lose. We came here for a grind. We came here for the W, and we don't give a damn how many overtimes we got to go to. We're not losing. We come from tougher stuff. Our forefathers taught us how to do it. Some of us don't know our forefathers. Some of us have not read the stories of our forefathers, our ancestors. But if we go all the way back to the ship that came over here, we know how to fight. We don't give up. And time don't mean a damn thing. We got time. We got all the time in the world because we ain't going nowhere because we don't run from anything. So when it comes to Black Panther, when it comes to the MCU, you're a Black Panther fan. Remember what I said about Jed McKay? It's one thing to talk. It's one thing to talk. We can all talk. We can all talk. God gave us a mouth. We can talk. You say you're a Black Panther fan. You go look in the mirror every damn day and you say you're a Black Panther fan. You go look in the mirror every damn day and you say you're a Chadwick Boseman fan. That's what you say. I ain't saying it. You saying it. Well, I know there are things that each and every one of us will fight for. I know it. It's some things that each and every last one of us, you better not touch. If you do, everything finna go left. All hell finna break loose. We all got that one thing that somebody better not F with. Well, what I'm asking for as a leader in the Rock With Me Nation, as a fan of Black Panther, all things Wakanda, what I'm asking for right now, and I cannot do it myself, but I am at, cause see, I don't like that. That's us being taken for granted as people. That's us not believing in ourselves as people. And this has been something deliberately done for us to get to this point ever since that dude walked his happy ass to that damn stage. This was done for us to be disparaged. This was a deliberate move for us to be discouraged. Took a little bit longer, but that's what they want. One of us to say give up and the rest of us to go along with it. Well, if you would give up on that which is real, they know damn good and well you would give up on that which is. And I've been saying it for the longest damn time. Show this mofos that you will go to hell and high water for the Black fictional character, so they know damn good and well you will go ape shit over the real Black person. I said that for a reason. Well, what I'm getting ready to ask for right now might be tough, damn near inconceivable for some of y'all to even imagine. But I'm going to ask it because you said you're a Black Panther fan. You said you love everything Wakanda. So what I'm getting ready to ask you right now is stand 10 toes down for everything Wakanda. And if you do it, I guarantee you we get T'Challa back. Not Toussaint. Just give it to me for 36 months. They say he ain't coming out till 2028. Well, I'm asking you to hold on till then. Don't with the MCU. Dead it. Dead it. Don't go do no movie reviews. And I'm talking to everybody. Don't go do no damn, if you say you want this character back, put up or shut up. It's free. You can do content just like I can. You don't need the MCU for no damn content. You, like I said, I ain't the smartest one. I ain't the sharpest pencil in the box. And I'm damn sure not saying I'm the most talented one here. So if I can do it, you can do it too. The MCU. The MCU, Kevin Feige, Nate Moore, all of them over there. Dead it. Dead it. Don't discuss the damn MCU. Don't talk about none of their Disney Plus projects. Don't pay them no damn money. Oh no, while I don't like where he come from, make what Valiant Renegade said a damn reality. They supposed to be trying to get us back. Well, damn it. Don't you like to be courted? Don't you like to be courted? Well, damn it, let the MCU court us. Dead it. Don't F with them. Don't support them because they ain't showing you no support, regardless of who they are. Because like I said the other night, that wasn't T'Chaka that was in the first Black Panther movie. That wasn't Sion. No. That wasn't Hunan. That wasn't Queen Turkana. That wasn't Bashinga. That was Mosi. That wasn't Mosi. It was T'Challa, and there was a reason for it being T'Challa. And while they want to sit their happy asses over there and tell you all this crap, what the hell had they told you about Toussaint? Not a damn thing. Toussaint made his debut in the MCU in 2022. And you know how much they showed you they give two damns about that character? Not a damn piece of work has went toward that character. There's no comic book with a Toussaint in it. There's no backstory with a Toussaint in it. There's no story regarding when Toussaint was born with Nakia or nothing. All that is just trash to get us to stop focusing on T'Challa. Tell Marvel to kiss your ass. Said what I meant what I said. Tell the MCU direct to kiss your ass. As Angela Bassett said in the first Black Panther movie, show them who we are. That's why I'm at with it. Show them who we are. I'm going to keep up with these notes. We're going to transition over to the next topic. Appreciate y'all for rocking with a brother. Y'all ain't have to do that. Y'all did. It's Wednesday. Damn, we late. When I start this 11:30? 9:30. Hell, you might not even need to hold the line for 36 months. If Thunderbolts and F4 don't deliver at the box office, Marvel is going to be real desperate. Yeah, absolutely. If anything, why would we surrender now? Momentum is on our side. MCU is failing. Recasting iconic heroes like T'Challa could save them. Keep the pressure up. Absolutely. Not telling me saying you should find another character to be a fan of. Wow, so you expect us to just drop off? Yeah. That's what that was. King, they don't say that about Superman or Batman. No, they don't, King Cam. No, they don't. Jadix, here that applies in Europe. Out of wedlock doesn't put you in line for the throne unless you get officially acknowledged and or all your true blood siblings die. You do a coup to take the throne. Absolutely. Kamoyo, that's always been my problem with Coogler. He directs and writes like a white man in blackface. Sinners feel more Jordan Peele than Ryan Coogler. Understood. They don't play children. They don't play children out of wedlock back on the continent to this day at all. Thank you so much, Grand Madam. King Cam. They may do it in the coming movie, man. I don't know. If it ain't Azari, I don't give it. Right. And before they do anything with Azari in the movies, because we know who Azari's parents are, in which y'all don't want to do that over in the comic books because we feeling like we forcing black people to. I ain't never felt forced to be with no black woman. I ain't never felt forced to be with a black woman, and I ain't never felt forced to hook a black woman up with a black male or hook a black male up with a black woman. Usually it comes like this. Hey, bro, you know her? Yeah. She single? Yeah. You think you can hook me up? Yeah. I ain't never said, no, bro. We got too many black men and women together in relationships, bro. No, I ain't no. With his whole chest. See, that's why I said we need to start talking for ourselves. Can't even believe he said it with his whole damn chest. Toussaint ain't got no comics or appears in What If. Honestly, holding the line ain't even hard for West. Don't comment on social media and just pirate. Yeah. It ain't that hard at all. And you know why it's not hard? Which I don't understand. If you say you love the character, why you ain't got the character at home? Money aside. Money aside. As a matter of fact, hold what we got. Give me 1 second. Theo, no. Had to put that picture up there, finally put that picture in a frame. Big Ronnie sent to me and everything like that. So I wanted to make sure, put that picture up on the wall. So yeah, I got Black Panther at the house. So I got Wakanda at the house. So I don't, this whole thing, just give up. Hey, man, you can give up. You can give up. You can. If anybody else want to give up can do that. I don't know what that's like. Maybe it's because I played defense in football. Maybe it's because I'm a Marine. Maybe it's because I'm a dude. I'm a black man. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that's like. Keeping the party rolling though, because we could talk about that all night, but then that would be me feeling like we wasting our time because somebody said give up. I don't really see that. So MCU movies, and this is a nice segue. Get on up out of here. MCU movies and action figure collecting. Judging your collection. What do I mean when I say that? Well, we've been comic book fans for quite some time, and we've dealt with quite a few comic book, action figure toy lines. We remember the days when we had Toys R Us and everything like that. We used to have the X-Men action figures, Batman action figures, and everything like that. Way before we had an MCU. Well, shout out to my lovely wife once again. God got to give it up to him because he made it possible as well. What I like to do is use the MCU by and large as a barometer where my action figure collection is. You know, we've been saying lately, we got Wakanda at the house. Well, low key, we had Ant-Man and the Wasp at the house too. Low key, some of us got Thor: Love and Thunder at the house. Some of us have Infinity War and Endgame at the house. Some of us right now, without knowing what they getting ready to do, we got Avengers Doomsday at the house. We do. And we will have Avengers Secret Wars at the house. We have the action figures of the characters that's showing up in the movie. Why does that matter? That allows you to see where you are when it comes to action figures, what you got and what you ain't got. So if we looking at an X-Men movie, okay, well, I got all them. I got all that. Okay, Fantastic Four. First Steps. Okay, I got all them. I got all that. I got all that. And with Theo, do you have Thanos? No, and regardless of what size you have Thanos in at your house, you don't have Thanos either. Not Thanos, my bad. Galactus. For you to have Galactus at your house, you would need to be dressed up as Galactus in dealing with your action figure. No, that Marvel Legends, that's not scale. Some of us got Asgard at the house. Some of us got the Avengers at the house. Avengers East Coast and West Coast. Some of us, not like this. I got the New Warriors. When movies come out, this Captain America 4 movie just came out, you should have been asking yourself, do I have Red Hulk? That's how you comparing it. You looking at your collection, you looking at the movie. Could you reenact the movie with the action figures you don't have? If you don't, then you need to write the names of those action figures down and say, oh yeah, I got to go get this. If you don't know how to track your action figure list, I know I don't have a Red Hulk. I'm not pressed. I'm not, because I'm not a fan of the Red Hulk anyway as a comic book character. So this is besides point. But I know who I have and who I don't have, and it's a blessing. Knowing what action figures you have and don't have, that affords you a comfortability as in not feeling pressed to wait for Marvel to give you these figures, these characters. Because you got them at the house. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to get. Get the characters at the house so you don't feel some type of way. Don't trying to say it. When you got a nice painting at the house, do you feel inclined to be looking at other paintings outside the house? No, because you got a nice painting at the house. Same thing when you got a spouse. Do you be inclined to be checking for anybody else? No, because you got a spouse at the house. You don't give a damn about none of that other stuff. It's the same thing. When you got it at the house, you're not inclined to be used and abused by them because you got it at the house. You got it at the house. You can talk with like-minded folks that also got it at the house and everything like that. That energy just keep filling itself up and everything. You don't ever run out of energy. Show them who you are. Yeah, we do. Bet not. Let's see. We can make our own content. Yes. What King Cam just said. We can make our own content. Good Lord Jesus, have mercy. Thank you. Let me tell you, you know what? And King Cam, I'm glad that you said that. I'm gonna say something right now. Pick it up, put it down, whatever. We have some knowledgeable people in the Rock With Me Nation. And I believe in each and every last one of you. Each and every last one of us has a God-given talent. We do. That's just what that is. Whether I'm talking to you, not talking to you, get along with you, don't get along with you. The truth of the matter is we all have a God-given talent. We all do. What are we doing with it? There's somebody that's good with a camera. There's somebody that's good at writing. We're a fan group. There's somebody that's good at putting together a newsletter. There's somebody that's good in acting. We have everything we need, and that's one of the things our ancestors, our forefathers tried to instill in us back in the day. Regardless of wherever we are, wherever we're at, we're good enough. We have everything we need to create our own content. And right now at this live, I'm not going to say it's too many because you can never have too many. There are quite a few qualified people to where if we just got together, we could provide people the content that they want. Using the bare necessities. Because at the end of the day, a good story is a good story. We got it. We just need to come together, not be concerned about the outside noise, put our earmuffs on, and remember what our focus is and come together. If I go back to what Mr. Joseph Ias said when he was the guest with me and my brother Daryl and everything like that, what the atmosphere was like working at the Milestone office. They all had a plan. They all had a goal, and it was that single-mindedness to get those Black characters out there for their people. That's what that was. Keep up with these notes. Tucson ain't got no comment. Let me see. Knowledge reigns supreme. Yeah, that big bro, all the time. You can't fool those who are knowledgeable. No, you can't. You can't. They're going to stand up and be accountable all day. So that's my point. You got these action figures at the house and everything like that. Use your action figures. Shout out to my brother Daryl. He did a Toy Tuesday. Well, Toy Tuesday yesterday and everything like that. I'm going to be coming to y'all later on. Not later on. Tomorrow with some more content and everything like that. It's What a Week It Was Wednesday. What a Week It Was Wednesday. And I hope I've given you some quality content tonight. I hope I've given you something to think about tonight. And I hope at the very least, I've given you words of encouragement for you to continue to stay strong in the fight. It is T'Challa No Dollar. Until he come back, we gonna holler. That's what that is. We come from strong stuff. We do. We come from strong stuff. We know how to fight. We know how to protest. We know how to boycott. And we know how to be in it for the long haul. There are way too many historical examples out there for what we've done to overcome. And yeah, there's a song out there, and it may or may not be appropriate at this particular point in time, but then they say we shall overcome. Well, what the young man missed in regards to T'Challa being recast, it's not just about T'Challa. It never was. If you're Black and you felt like it was all about T'Challa, that was their plan. For you to get focused on him while they used him to take away everybody else. No, it's never been about just T'Challa. It's been about all of our Black characters. It's always been about Black imagery, representation, love, loyalty. And on the strength of a man that I researched who fought for what he believed in, which nobody talks about, fought for what he believed in, on the strength of our ancestors and our forefathers, I don't know how I could do any less. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and everything like that. We out. Thank y'all so much. We're going to come back to y'all Thursday. It's Wednesday. We're going to come back to y'all Thursday with some more comic book content. Yes, I hope y'all like Ultimate Black Panther. We are bringing Black Panther, Man Without Fear, issue 521 to y'all tomorrow. Y'all gonna see American Panther on the cover. That's a tight little issue and everything like that. So in the meantime, in between time, till next time, in the memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.